The argument Abhijit makes is it is wrong to hold Nupur Sharma responsible, blame her for what happened in Udaipur, because A, what happened in Udaipur was horribly wrong, it was stomach-churningly wrong. You can't hold her responsible in an open court in this fashion. It wasn't even a crime that she was accused of. Abhijit Iyer saying the Supreme Court judges in the hearing today completely out of line.
Rahul, I don't think that the fault is with Nupur for the simple reason it's with the Prime Minister and the Bharatiya Janata Party and the Home Minister. Fact is, Nupur is just a small player in this whole game of hate. So we keep analyzing it, on the legal aspect. I mean, promoting enmity. Nupur Sharma is just a small pawn. But the Prime Minister and the Bharatiya Janata Party, and it is so, it is phenomenally rich for us to keep going after Nupur Sharma and small petty, fringe elements what the Government of India has themselves declared. The fact is that the Prime Minister and the Home Minister, have you ever heard in the history of this country where they have not any leader who is not requested for peace? Have you ever had any leader in this country with chief ministers and ministers and district magistrates to it? So the question again is that the effect of the fringe elements is which is the main element. So Nupur Sharma is just not even a minor actor, it's a prop on a stage. The fact is that the Bharatiya Janata Party and the RSS and despite everything you must continuously, and the TV anchors, I mean, by the way, I was just having a list of TV anchors, 68, some of your colleagues, 68 programs, they have 8 out of that 45 are communal. Most of them 80%. So TV anchors spreading hatred as a standard meal.
Surely you can't generalize that. There's nothing that's happening on this broadcast.
I told you.
Just
hey, one sec.
wanting to point that out, yes.
I don't want to mention, one sec, Rahul, I don't want to mention that, I can mention the name of the TV anchors and that's on my tweet too, but the question, I'm not generalizing at all. I'm saying that the hate as a currency in this country by the people who are in charge of the government, and we are going after, and Delhi police, I mean, look at the joke of Delhi police. I mean, look at it. They were busy going after after the Congress leaders and Zubair. So they had no time to talk to Nupur Sharma. 50% with AICC, Rahul Gandhi and Agnipath and everything, and 50% trying to find out odd news journalists. So how can they question
Deshratan Nigam, where do you come out on this? The Supreme Court pulling up Nupur Sharma, holding her responsible, saying the petition smacks of arrogance. The fact is, if anybody, I mean, let's assume you, me, anybody else has a similar situation where there are multiple petitions all across the country with a similar charge, somebody could say, I mean, Nupur has a lot of political clout, so she can still fight. For anybody else, this is harassment. If all those petitions are benched together, heard in one go, that's the right thing to do, which is what you'd expect a court to allow for. Instead, the Supreme Court holding Nupur Sharma responsible for the crime in Udaipur, the linkage is tenuous, and yet the judges seem to have no problem in saying so in open court. Where do you come out on this?
Rahul, in fact, these comments which were not part of the court order are unfortunate, and I'm very sad about it, and they are shocking and will have horrifying consequences for the nation. We're holding her responsible for the beheading, and remember, there is also in the same video a threat to the Prime Minister to kill the Prime Minister, and holding her responsible for it, there is a Pakistani connection. This is going to affect the peace and stability of the country and will also affect the security of the nation, both internal and external. The judges should have refrained and restrained themselves from going beyond for what was before them. It was a writ petition which asked for quashing of the FIR and clubbing the FIRs. Yes, you could have rejected the quashing of FIR, I can understand, and they could have said that there is a prima facie material for investigation. That is the only comment that could have come forward from the bench. But they went much beyond that. They in fact held her guilty. No case, no trial, straight away holding her guilty. So I am quite confident that this amounts to some kind of a misconduct, and I am very clear about it. There are Supreme Court rules, guidelines for that purposes, and like me, media, anchors, nobody is above the law. Therefore, judges are also not above the law. They have the rules for misconduct, and also we have a provisions in the Constitution for removal of judges to deal with such kind of a behavior. And I am quite serious about the whole entire issue. the narrative which is being built today is that she is guilty. Everybody is lapping it up. It's not a part of order also. You have read the order, I have also read the order. What is shocking is that if I was in the shoes of the Supreme Court judge, I would have asked 3 questions, very simple 3 questions. Was Nupur Sharma speaking the truth or not? Whether she was sufficiently provoked or not? Whether she made the manner in which she said was derogatory, and they should have sought answers if they were talking about merits.
But the fact is that that's only one set of questions. When you say she's responsible for the barbarism in Udaipur, you make it seem that she sparked this or she made it happen. You can't prove that.